Hello everybody, welcome back to Steph's Movies and Music. I am, of course, your host, Steph. Today we are here to check out all of the musical stuff that I got over the last, I think 3 months now? 2-3 months? Something like that. Not just music stuff though. Oh no, we got movies. Yes, this is a music and movies channel, but we also have video games to show off too. We got a Victrola Bluetooth turntable. Yes, I've heard about these things. Yes, I know they could damage your records over time. Don't plan on using it all that much. I think I'm just gonna probably use it just to play the occasional album, but mainly just to test it, make sure everything works, make sure nothing skips. Moving right along, we got some cassettes. We got Traveling Wilburys, Volume 1, I think. Yep. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that one before. James Taylor Greatest Hits. That's cool. I might already have that one actually. Might give it away. Bruce Springsteen, The Wild, The Innocent, and the E Street Shuffle. And then Face Value from Phil Collins. We also got Enya, Shepherd Moons. That's a pretty cool looking one. I haven't gotten that one before. And then Los Lobos, How Will the Wolf Survive? A lot of these need their cases replaced, which isn't a big deal. I have a box of replacement CD Jew cases. We got Live SOS, 5 Seconds of Summer. We got Travis Tritt, Down the Road I Go. That's a pretty good album. It's got my favorite song by him on it, which is Great Day to Be Alive. We got One Republic, Dreaming Out Loud. Apparently that was $2.54. Not a bad deal. Adam Sandler, What's Your Name? I believe that's his second album. Could be wrong. Might be his third. And then we got a couple ones that they look sealed, but they're not. They've just been re-shrunk and shrink wrap. It's a hard sentence to say. We got Bon Jovi, Bounce. Think about maybe going for every Bon Jovi album. That might be kind of a cool adventure to go on. And then for $8, we got Don Henley, Cass County. Now, normally I wouldn't spend a whole $8 on a CD, but this was the last CD that I needed to complete my Don Henley collection. So now I have all 5 studio albums, starting all the way with I Can't Stand Still, Building the Perfect Beast, End of the Innocents, got all of those on vinyl, and then I got Inside Job and Cass County on CD. So that's pretty cool. Real quickly, we have a couple 8-tracks to show you. Now, I don't really get these very often, but it's always pretty cool when I do. With 8-tracks, I'm kind of picky. I really just want to get 70s albums only. Maybe 60s albums if I could find them. But mainly 70s albums, because I feel like when you think of the 70s, 8-tracks kind of goes along with that. When it gets to like the 80s albums, I'd rather just own those on vinyl, or I guess a cassette maybe. So starting with Eric Clapton, 461 Ocean Boulevard. I have no idea why this is pink, but it's pink, and yeah. Unfortunately, whenever I get these, I think they're supposed to come in like a cardboard case of some kind, which I can never find. So this is how I get them usually. And then I also have Queen 2, which I think is really cool. Alright, the main attraction. Moving on to vinyl. We're going to start off with something really cool. This is Soundgarden live from the Artist's Den. This is really heavy. I believe there is 4 LPs in here. Each one's a different color design. They're all different splatters and everything. It's really cool. I'll try to put like a picture of it up here on the screen. My girlfriend Jordan got me this for my birthday, which was really awesome of her. I believe this costed like $50 off of Amazon. It was really nice for her to get it for me. Moving on from that, we got Dean Martin, Gentle on My Mind. See how broad my musical taste is? This is a really old album. I believe this is very early 60s, probably. Yeah, it might be a reprint. It's actually in really good condition, all things considered. Alright, moving on, we got the best of Tommy James and the Shondells, another pretty old album. Of course, you got Ball of Fire, Crimson Clover, Money Money, Hanky Panky, I Think We're Alone Now. lots of hits. They actually went to the Family Arena, which is a venue not too far away from my house, a few years ago, and I wish I would have went. I don't know if they're gonna go again, ever, but I wish I would have went, because they're legendary in their own way. You know what I mean? So, oh well. I forget exactly what this place is called. I think it's like Riverside Music Store or something like that. But it's one of those places. It's not just a music shop. Well, it is a music shop, but it's not just for vinyl or CDs. They have instruments and other things like that there. But they have a little corner dedicated to media like this. For example, we got Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare. Definitely a legendary hard rock, heavy metal album there. So there's that. I believe this is 1975, and I believe this is original issue. So that's pretty cool. 23 bucks. For $6. What? For $6? What the hell? For $6, we got Aerosmith's self-titled album. This is their first album. Apparently it features Draymond. This came out in 1973. And it's in quite a lot better condition than my other copy of it, which is why I got it, especially for $6. This is definitely not bad. Now we got the Outfield Bangin' for $12. Now this is their follow-up album. Their first album was Play Deep. Did very well over here. It's a double platinum selling album. Had I think 3 or 4 top 40 hits on it. I think at least 3. This one is gold selling. I think the biggest hit on it is probably Since You've Been Gone. Yeah, Since You've Been Gone. And I think that only went to like number 27 or something like that. They might have another top 40 on here, but for the most part, I think that was their biggest Billboard Hot 100 hit. I think they might have had something on like rock charts or something. They're a really good band, underrated. It's unfortunate that we're never gonna see another Outfield tour because I believe all but one of the members are dead. And none of them were really all that old. They were like 50s and 60s. You know, I mean, it's really unfortunate and sad. Next we have a really cool one. This is actually Versus from Pearl Jam. And this is not a remaster, it's not a re-release or anything. This is just the original pressing from 1994, I believe. No, 93, my bad. I spent, I believe it was $70 on this album, but it's worth probably about twice that. That's my guess. It's in pretty good condition. It's got the inner sleeve, and the album itself is in pretty good condition. A little dusty, but nothing a little cleaning can't fix. And so yeah, that's really cool. Blondie, Eat to the Beat. Anyway, yeah, this is the first Blondie album that I have bought in a really long time. This is $15. I hardly ever see them out in the wild, so I just have to get it whenever I can, you know. And the only other Blondie album I have is Auto American, I believe. So, yeah, cool. Eagles, One of These Nights. This is either one of the last ones that I had to get, or the last one that I had to get. This actually might be the last one. I'm trying to get every Eagles album, especially since there's not that many of them. There's like 7 or 8. And because I'm a big fan too, mainly. So I believe this might actually be the last one that I needed. It had some light scratches on it, but it's nothing that should be a big deal. Anyway, yeah, One of These Nights. This is I think it's a 4 times platinum selling album. Alright, Black Sabbath, Technical Ecstasy. It's another album you don't see very often. Well, it's another band you don't see that many albums of very often. I mean, you know, you see like remasters and reprints of Black Sabbath albums all the time. And even so, you don't really see ones of this album, let alone the actual original pressing itself. So yeah, we got that going on. This was $25. I'd call that a good deal. 25 bucks for a Black Sabbath album. Why not? Nazareth, Hair of the Dog. I have been looking for this album on vinyl since I started collecting vinyl. This is a platinum selling album, 20 bucks. As far as I know, it's original pressing. I've been looking for it for a very, very, very long time, and I love the artwork on it as well. Alright, Richard Marx, Repeat Offender. I now have this album on vinyl, CD, and cassette. I know what you're thinking, Steven. Are you a big Richard Marx fan? Kinda, actually. I really respect the dude. Say what you want about him. He was definitely very talented, and he still does a very good job. And he's got a lot of hits, you know. His catalog goes a lot deeper than just, you know, Right Here Waiting for You. Speaking of which, that's on this album. This is a 4 times platinum selling album. Came out, I believe, in 1989. Yep, 89. And then for $8, we have The Circle of Love, Steve Miller Band. I thought that album artwork was really cool looking. They have some pretty cool album artwork on Steve Miller albums, at least some of them. I've always gotta love the unicorn. Cool. Well, there you go. That's actually all the albums, and that's all the music I have to show you. We got Dick Tracy on VHS. Why? Why not? It was $1. Why not? Same with this, Last Man Standing with Bruce Willis on VHS for 50 cents. Why not? Why not? And then we have 3 Blu-rays. I actually haven't bought a Blu-ray in a while, I don't think. We have Rock of Ages Extended Edition. That actually seems pretty interesting. I'll probably watch that. Big Hero 6. I remember when that came out, and really liking it. It was the first Disney movie in a while that I had actually really liked. So, and then St. Vincent with Bill Murray and what's her face, Melissa McCarthy. Both actors I really like, and I remember the movie being okay. It was kind of funny. Wasn't the biggest fan. I don't think it did all that well in the theaters either, but I could be wrong. All right, well that's all the movies. I know that was quick and easy. I do want to mention this real quick. My grandma Betsy gave me this thing. Oh, it's upside down. Sorry. Yeah, this thing for my birthday. I was born on St. Patrick's Day, and so she gave me this for my birthday last month. And yeah, pretty cool. I don't know what I'll do with it. Perfect. Alright, moving on to video games. We got Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Apparently it's better with the Kinect sensor. I think not, probably. But anyway, it was $4. The main reason why I bought it, I'm pretty sure I have this game already. I have it downloaded onto my Xbox One, but I'm pretty sure I already had it on 360. But it has the map, and I don't think my current version, or my current copy, has the map. So I bought it for that. It was only $4, so I figured why not. And then Killzone 3 on PlayStation 3. I don't think I had that yet either. And then last 2 things we had sent to me from eBay, and they're both from the same person, Jonas McCammon. Well, there's that. Nice bubble wrap. Nice packaging, Jonas. Good job. Master of Nostalgia, Joan Bone 7. I just now realized he kind of makes it look like 007. Joan Bone 7. That's really interesting. Alright, Jonas McCammon, or Joan Bone 7. Pretty cool. And it says, "Thanks, Joan," at the back. It's pretty cool. You have your own little thing. This is really cool. I like this. It's kind of styled after a Super Nintendo box. That's awesome. I never noticed that before. There's a few things that I'm going to get from him. He's got a lot of stuff on eBay. This is really cool. And good packaging. I'll be sure to leave you a good review. Anyway, this is Vertical Force on Virtual Boy. Yes, I do have a Virtual Boy. Yes, I bought a game for it. I'm trying to get a complete US collection. It's going to be expensive, but it's doable. There's only 14 games that came out for it in the United States. There's 19 that came out in Japan. We only have 3 exclusives. They had 8 exclusives. Europe didn't get any, unfortunately. They didn't even get a Virtual Boy to begin with. Anyway, this was under $100, so I figured why not, and it's actually like one of the really good games for Virtual Boy. And it's complete in box, so that's really cool. Alright, Joan Bone 7 strikes again. Here's another one. Here you go, Jonas. Put you right up there. Free advertising. Look at that. Now, Red Alarm for Virtual Boy. Once again, complete in box. I don't know if I knew this, but I wasn't really expecting them to come in these collector, these box things. So that's really nice. That's what the cartridge looks like, in case you were wondering. And the manual's in there as well. I've never had a Virtual Boy game in the box before, so this is pretty cool. That'll look nice on the shelf whenever I actually get a shelf. Alright, well that's everything. It was kind of a lot. I hope I didn't overwhelm you. I hope you actually watched the video. Hey, if you did, thank you very much. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I won't keep you guys any longer. This has been Steph, signing off.